Today's topic is going to be job site shop tickets, meaning it's a hand sketch of the employee putting on paper what he needs to fill in a blank on the job site. When you're sketching one of these fittings, we try to draw one view only. These hand sketched shop tickets have pretty much, well, no, they need to have all the information in order to fit properly. All the information is going to be length, width, sizes, depth, height, connectors. So I would recommend pick the view that best describes the fitting that you're looking for. Now this has nothing to do with sheet metal, but if I was to sketch 2x4, we all pretty much know what a 2x4 is. But in sheet metal, if I'm looking at the wide side, we're going to call it a 4x2. And if I'm looking at it on the narrow side, it's a 2x4. And bear with me on this one, because when I come to sketch my fittings, the first number is going to be the important one. So 4x2 by 28 inches long. Now let's take a look at this duct. If I'm looking at the red side, I would call this duct a 3x4. And if I'm looking at the blue side, it would become a 4x3. Here's another example of a 10x20 duct or a 20x10 duct. And don't forget to include the length. So if you're still interested in following me sketch a few shop tickets, let's get at her. Our first shop ticket is going to be for a 90-degree square elbow. Here is the situation. We've got two ducts, 12x8. You would draft or sketch a green rectangular elbow, include the dimensions starting with 12, and also add your connectors. Make sure to add your connectors in the throat. Your finished shop ticket should look something like this. This scenario, we're looking for a plenum takeoff or a takeoff. I've got a side view of a plenum with the duct that it's supposed to connect to. The duct is a 4x12, and I want my starting collar 7x12 to 4x12, 9 inches long. Make sure to add what you want for your connectors on both ends. And this would be the shop ticket you would be sending to the shop. Here we're going to need a change elbow going from 16x10 to 8x10. Therefore, again, draft or sketch your change elbow. Include the dimensions and your connectors along with the throat radius. Here is a scenario of a transition, going from 10x5 to 5x5. Include your dimensions and connectors and length. Also, you might want to add if it's equally tapering. Here, we need an offset. Therefore, start by sketching a rough offset. Include the dimensions and the length. Also, the amount of offset. Therefore, the most important thing out of this little video would be to understand that the first number on your sketch represents the side that you're looking at, and the second number is the depth. Because if you're on a job site and you want an 8x24 elbow, and you sketch it out as a 24x8, you'll be disappointed when the elbow arrives on site. I'll probably end up making a part 2 and perhaps a 3 video of these shop tickets and expand on some of the other information that needs to be included to make a proper job site shop ticket.